All right. What's going on? Alright, so I wanted to make a little video here. I've had a few people ask me about this programmer that I have for my Ram 1500 5.7 Hemi. One of the questions was how to turn off the MDS and tuning goes. So, I mean, this tuner is the Flash Cow F5. Sorry, I'm trying to get my hands here. Alright, so when you plug it up to your OBD reader, it's going to pop up here, okay? You're going to click Tune. Now, when you first do this, you'll have to, like I said, go through the steps. It'll save your stock tune on there. Right now, mine's tuned to 87 octane. So right now, it's telling me to turn on the ignition. So let's turn it on. Not all the way on until it starts, just where it starts doing that. Once it does that, you're going to click that little OK button. This thing is pretty dummy proof. So your next step that you go into is you're going to tune the vehicle. Okay, turn the ignition off. Then you're going to click OK. Okay there. Please wait. Now it says turn the ignition on. Okay. Now, I said you have to turn the ignition on and off a few times. But anyway, let's see what it says next. Alright, so you can return it back to stock. Mileage X save 87 octane, which if you can tell it's highlighted, that's what it's on now. Tow mode and then 91 octane. So if you click the 87 octane, you can do the same thing on mileage. Any mode, you can turn your MDS off on, okay? Except, obviously, stock, okay? Well, let's go back to 87 octane. It's going to give you a little disclaimer. Make sure you're running 87 fuel, blah, blah, blah. Click OK to continue. Do you want to customize options? Okay, so if you want to customize your options where you can turn it off, you're going to have to click yes. Okay, so under here, you have your rev limiter, speed limiter, gear ratio, tire size. Just for the heck of it, I'll show you that mine's super chip value, raised value. Yeah. Okay, gear ratio, stock. I don't have gears in my truck, but my tire size, I have 35-inch tires, but I found out when I set it to the 34, my speedometer is perfect. It's reading correctly or whatnot. So anyway, there it is. Shift 1 and 2, pretty much every one of these are all done. Now, that's where it says MDS DOD, okay? I have mine disabled, okay? Now, the reason why I disabled mine, number one, is because it sounded terrible. You could hear the cut back whenever it went from 8-cylinder to 4-cylinder. So that's how you disable it, okay? Actually, I got better gas mileage with it and everything with it turned off. Like I said, I have exhaust, I have 35-inch tires, I have aftermarket rims, so the truck is heavier and whatnot, and I don't really need a 4-banger. I mean, really, I really don't want my stuff cutting back. So anyway, there it is. I mean, and then if you want to load the tune, just hit continue. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's not a hard tuner to kind of figure out. Now, I have went in here and I didn't like the shift points. I've played with this thing. I've turned all the shift points back to stock. Under the 87 octane mode, shift torque stock. I literally kept everything stock except the gear ratio and, of course, MDS under 87 octane mode. And like I said, I ran with that, and it ran fine. Like I said, the big difference, honestly, from 87 and gas saving mode, I could tell a little bit difference when it comes to the gas mileage under the gas X mode. But honestly, you buy a truck, you ain't really buying it for gas mileage. So if for me, the 87 octane tone works the best for me. It runs great. It's got a lot more power. But like I said, whenever I turned the MDS off with the tune on the 87, I was getting better than what I was getting stock with 32-inch tires. So, mind blowing. Yes, it does work. So, as long as your truck still has your catalytic converters on, there ain't no check engine lights because you got problems with sensors and all that bull crap, you're going to be fine. Like I said, this tuner's great, but I don't have any issues out of this tuner whatsoever. It does read codes. It does diagnostics. You can do all kinds of stuff with this little tuner. So, if y'all are interested in buying this thing, it's definitely worth the money. You can definitely get it through Superchips. Obviously, that's where I got mine from. But there's eBay options and all that good stuff. The big thing is, like I said, just make sure that you get the right tuner for your truck. Until the next video, peace.